Welcome to part 1 of creating a management system in C++. And to be fair with you, a console management system, not a fancy GUI desktop app, unfortunately. By the end of this video, you should be able to fully understand pointers, addresses, and reinterpret cast. You will need these concepts and functionalities to be able to build truly impressive management systems. Again, saying truly impressive is stretching it, because these are console applications. Okay, let's get down to biz. To understand what addresses are, we need to zoom in a little bit and understand computer memory. Computers store information or data in binary, that is zeros and ones. These are called bits. For example, 67 in binary is, well, a lot of zeros and ones. Bits are then grouped into bytes, that are a collection of. So 67 now has 4 bits. Why am I explaining this? Well, that's because your computer gives each byte of memory a name. These names are not words like Zulu or Nathan, rather they are numbers, hexadecimal to be precise. So 67 in your memory will, for simplicity, look like 4 bytes with hexadecimal numbers, as shown. Every data type occupies a fixed number of bytes. Characters occupy 1 byte, short 2 bytes, integers and floats 4 bytes, doubles 8 bytes. So whenever you declare a variable of a specific data type, what happens is your computer is told to allocate a fixed number of bytes to store that data type. So if someone wrote int year for their year of study, long for a phone number, boolean on whether they passed or not, and a float for their grades as a percentage. Now that we understand computer memory, the concept of a variable having an address becomes fairly straightforward. So a variable address simply is the name of the first byte a variable occupies. So using the grade as an example, we get the year will take the address 11, phone number will take the address 15, the boolean value would take the address 23, and the grade will take the address 24. Now C++ has a special syntax for getting the address of any variable. To get the variable's address, all we have to do is use the AND operator. So we place the AND operator in front of the variable that we want to get the address of. So here is an example. Opening the IDE, let's create a program that will display the address of the variables that hold different data types. Include iOS string, using namespace standard, int main, int year equals 5, so he's in his 5th year, long phone number, 1 2 3 4 5, boolean pass, yeah, he passed, float grade, what grade are we going to give it? Okay, let's give it 85.2. Now that we have assigned the variables, it's time for us to print out the address of each variable. So we're going to begin cout the address of the variable name is, we put the AND, then the variable, and we can copy and paste this. And at the end of each cout, you see I'm adding size of, and as the name suggests, size of lets you know how many bytes each data type occupies. And when you click run, we can see that we are able to see the exact address of each variable in hexadecimal. Just as we can store boolean values and integers and decimal numbers into variables, there is a special way in which we can store the addresses of these variables into a new variable. These variables have special names and they are called pointer variables, or just pointers. It is important to note that every data type has a pointer for that particular data type. Let me show you how this is done in C++. The syntax used to declare a pointer of a particular data type is data type then an asterisk, then pointer name. For example, int asterisk int pointer, or char for character asterisk char pointer, float asterisk float pointer. Let me demonstrate this more clearly in my IDE. So we'll start int asterisk pointer year to point to the address of the year, long int pointer phone number, which is going to store the address of the phone number, boolean asterisk pointer pass, which will store the address of the pass. Similarly, float asterisk then the variable. Let me just copy and paste this. Run, and we can see that the addresses have been successfully stored in the pointers. Alright, so pointers are very important in C++. They help with memory management, creating data structures like lists and so on. But for the purpose of this playlist, which is creating a data management system, we will not go into the rabbit hole of pointers, but just end here for now. Now let's look at the command reinterpret, cast, angled brackets, then parentheses, which is one of the longest commands in C++, I know. What this command does is it changes the pointer type. So you place your old pointer type in the parentheses and the new type you want into the angled braces. Wait, are those braces or brackets? Okay, but you get the point. To get a clear picture of what's happening, let me explain this in my IDE. So / demonstrating the operations of reinterpret cast. Include iOS string using namespace std, int main. Now let's create some new variables. Int num, assign it to 6, int asterisk pointer num. We know that this is a pointer. Then let's assign pointer num to the address of num. And let's create a new pointer, a character pointer. We know that a character pointer cannot store the address of an integer, right? So if we want to store an address into the character pointer, we will have to convert the integer pointer into a character pointer. And how will we do this? We're going to write a new line of code and say reinterpret cast. And what this does is it prints out the value that the address in the pointer holds. Now that we understand how to get the address of a variable and how to set this address to a pointer and how to change the type of pointer from an integer pointer to a character pointer or to any other pointer we wish, we're now going to build on these concepts and implement them in files, and I'll explain more on how to do this in the next video. Thank you for watching.